Hello folks, how are you doing? It's Stephen here from ggsgamer and it's day 2 of the EGX Expo and I'm here with Andrew from Megatonic. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Very good, thank you. So you're here with Tango Fiesta, I believe?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, cool. So what can you tell us about it? What is Tango Fiesta?
Okay, so Tango Fiesta is a top-down, up to 4-player co-op, offline and online, all based around 80s action movies. So each level pack is based around a different 80s action movie. It can only be the 80s. We won't accept the 70s or the 90s, only the 80s.
Oh, why is that?
Schwarzenegger, of course. So you're working through a campaign. So with the protagonists, John Strong, everything that happened in all these movies actually happened to him in real life.
Okay.
And so what happened then is he came back from all of these adventures. He was telling all his friends, it's like, oh, this stuff happened to me. It's like nobody would believe him, apart from Hollywood. Hollywood believed him, but then they screwed him over and started making movies out of all of his adventures and exploits.
They spotted a business opportunity and were like, aha!
Yeah, they spotted a great business opportunity. So they took his stories and screwed him over. So the game is going through each of those movies, telling the true story of what actually happened behind all those movies.
So it's a case of teaming up and gunning down everyone in their sights to go and follow the story and find out the real truth.
Yeah. So you're finding out the real truth by replaying through all these movies and finding out what happened.
Cool. So I guess it's going through Steam Early Access right now. Is that correct?
Yeah. Steam Early Access. It's been out for I think start of June. It's been on Early Access, and we're planning about another 2 months before we come out in full release.
How have you found the feedback process that Early Access has given you?
It's been really valuable because a problem with a lot of games nowadays, if you just go straight into release without having people try your game and play your game, you could develop something that you don't know is going to come up well with the community. Like you could think, oh, this is a great idea. I'll put pandas in all the levels or something. And you release the game and it's like, no, we hate pandas. It's like, why have you put pandas in? Like, I'm going to give you a Metacritic of 20 now. But Early Access has meant that we can get the game out early while it's still in development and while we're still moulding the putty. So if people are suggesting like, oh, this isn't working so well, we can say we're in a position where we can turn around and say, yep, we can actually adapt to that and change before release. So we're taking in a lot of community feedback and a lot of community support to shape the game to be what the community wants to play as well as what we want to play as well.
Awesome. Do you think there's been any, if any, drawbacks to using Early Access as a way of developing the game?
Yes, because Early Access has been tarred with a giant brush of there's a big community on Steam who won't touch Early Access. And actually what happened with us is the day we came out on Early Access is the day that Valve published the article that says, oh yeah, not all Early Access games will be finished. So that was on the day that we came out. But no, it's been good because the people who actually come into Early Access are people who understand that it is going to be broken in some areas, that it's still under development, that it's not finished. But there are still a lot of people who expect these Early Access games to be playable and be finished. So as soon as they come in and see it's broken, they'll just start spreading the word and like, oh, it's rubbish, it's broken, don't play it. It's like, well, of course it's not, it's an Early Access.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people tarring all early, like if they have one bad experience with an Early Access game, they won't touch any others. So.
It's true. Although I guess just thinking on the top of the head, there's one fun moment where sometimes a little accidental bug can be sometimes quite hilarious. Yeah. And that's something can crop up in Early Access, I suppose.
No, yeah, it's there are bugs that like people discover and sometimes they post videos of it and we have a good chuckle at it and we're like oh, that's a really funny bug, and then we kind of clam down, like no, we need to fix that. But no, it's been a great experience. But yes, there are massive drawbacks. It's like it's not as big an audience as main Steam, again because of the whole people don't touch Early Access unless you're say like Rust or The Forest or something like that who've got a massive community behind them. So yeah, that's the drawbacks, but overall it's been a very positive experience.
Cool, that's great to hear. So Tango Fiesta it's Steam. What systems is it being developed on right now?
So it's Steam Early Access. It's currently been developed for PC and Mac. We're looking at possible Linux in the future. So that's what we're focusing on for now. Any other platforms we haven't got any news on those yet. So
Cool, awesome. Let's go for one last fun one. So, Tango Fiesta focuses on 80s movies, so it's all about that sort of focus.
Yeah.
If say you went on to maybe the 90s to the 21st century, if you could pluck one action movie out from recent times that you could make a Tango Fiesta level on, what would it be?
Oh, that's a really hard question. Part of me wants to say Terminator 2 because I think that was 1990 or 91.
It's keeping up the Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. Well, Terminator 2 is one of my favourite movies. But if I can't have that because I can't remember the date, I can't remember the exact year on that. But if it's not that, it's got to be. Like, I'd love to do something with Men in Black. I'd absolutely love to do something with that.
That would be amazing.
And to a degree, Pulp Fiction as well.
Yeah, sure.
Like, if we can somehow find a way to make Pulp Fiction work, I'd love to do something with that as well. So.
Well, that's some future DLC plans for you then.
Well, it's not in the 80s. Or is it in the 80s? No, it's 94. So no. Yeah, 94.
We'll see. Well, Andrew, thank you very much for taking the time to chat with us.
Thank you very much.
That's been Tango Fiesta on Steam Early Access. It's been Stephen here from GGS Gamer. Have a good one, guys, and we'll catch you later.